Hi guys, Elizabeth here. Thanks for joining me. I am doing a toy declutter and I'm basically no makeup or anything. This is a work day for me and the toy declutter is a little different. I really enjoy the videos while people show you what they're decluttering as they're going through the stuff, but with this toy declutter I have a couple grandkids, 4 and 8, and I noticed that not only I'm trying to be a minimalist now, but I've always been a crazy spending grandma. So they have way too much, and in the end they still have way too much. But I noticed they weren't playing with some things. So then when I had them, I have them every week, but through the summer, of course, I have them all day because there's no school. So I put out all of their toys, and I'd already noticed some things that they didn't play with. So after the school year started again, let me show you all the stuff we're getting rid of this round, and if we got time I'll show you what's left and a couple things that I'm thinking might go next round. So the toy room is over in that direction, which we'll look at the end. Hopefully you'll have enough time. And right now this is the storage room, because after the new year started, the new school year, I got this all out of their sight to see if they would ask for anything for over a month, which they haven't. So there's plenty of other stuff in my storage room, but let's look at the toys that are going bye-bye. Oh my gosh, it's time for the riding horse. For the last, probably since the beginning of the year, he's only gotten on it for maybe 30 seconds at a time, not even finishing the song. So goodbye to the rocking horse, and we probably will not have any more grandchildren, so when this goes, it goes. This we really hadn't had for very long, but they never really were that interested in it. I thought that would be a fun thing, but they weren't interested. I did in the declutter section asked my 8-year-old granddaughter to be involved. However, my 4-year-old grandson, I did not, because they had just done a yard sale, and as my granddaughter said, he was unwilling to get rid of anything even though he had never played with them. So I think maybe he's still a little bit too young, so I took the decision upon myself. These I'd recently gotten from Goodwill. I thought that was really cool, the old nostalgia lunch trays. They could have cared less, even though we have a kitchen set and they bring the food over. They had no interest in these trays at all. This I thought he would think was super cool. Never played with. It just sat there. Some of these things I paid full price. Some of the things I got from Goodwill. That's why instead of selling, I tend to give the stuff back to Goodwill. This I got at Disney. I did keep the Buzz Lightyear and Woody, but things like Sully from Monsters Inc., the Mr. Incredible, the Nemo, he just had no interest in. So I thought, why don't I let other kids that might be interested in those have them? This truck just seemed, I thought it was cool. He was not interested in it. I just kept the vehicles he was interested in. A little extra boat. I did keep some of the pirate ships. These are just some of the extra toys that they never really played with. Or let me rephrase it, they didn't play with any longer. Some things to go with their golf game. Little drum set, and they still have a couple drums. I've got a box in here. Oh gosh, I think I got rid of the lining. She used to keep her jewelry in this, and she really doesn't play with jewelry that much, but I took it all back out. I don't know, I kind of like this box. Actually, I shouldn't do this on a declutter, but I'm going to keep this box for myself as a ring box beside the counter to take my rings off and when I put lotion on my hands. Oh, got roll lid that I probably just need to put over with the other containers. And let's see what else is in here. This I do have to go through again. There are some toys my husband wanted me to keep for possibly when the grandkids got older, and he mentioned these little people toys. I was ready to get rid of them. I mean, I'm thinking by the time our grandkids grow up and have kids themselves, and that's a long time to keep a lot of toys, but he did specifically say he wanted me to keep those. So even though they don't play with them, I will. And then here is the basketball hoop that got no attention at all. I did get it from Goodwill, so I'm glad I got that from Goodwill because they paid no attention to it. I've got a couple other forest things. This was the least played with. I mean, they did play with it for a while, but outgrew that pretty quickly. As you can see, I need to go through this room again. I don't know if I ever showed my basement cleanup video or not. I think it was too boring, so I didn't, but this is one of those dance mat pianos. Let me see if I can go from the other side. You know, and it was like from the show Big and R.E.O. Schwartz, and you can play music on it. The only problem is my grandkids don't know piano, and even though you'd think there'd be a lot of dancing on it, after about the first 2 weeks, there was not. And then sometimes they would roll on it with the sound, but if you don't really know how to play the piano, you're not getting the vibe of stepping on the keys and stuff. Now, it does play music on its own, but I am so glad I got that at 70% off, because it did not get the action that I thought it would. Now it's, I don't know if it says the distance, but it probably would go from the end of that all the way over, probably to the end of that once it's unwrapped. But that will be donated. I've got a gold thing that they rarely used, a cart that they don't use. This was my jewelry chest. I actually did a big jewelry declutter. I'll try to, I was going to link it below, but I'm not sure if I actually will. There's a lot of jewelry declutters. I'm a little too scantily clad, as was pointed out. It was in the summertime, and between gaining a lot of weight and the shirt top I was wearing stretched out, wasn't wearing as much as I probably should have been on that jewelry declutter, but I do have like 5 or 6 of those. I got rid of over half my jewelry, so this chest I'm going to donate. It all fits like in just a couple small boxes now. There's a piano kitty. I'm wishy-washy on this, and since I've been getting rid of so many things, I think I might put it out for a little bit longer, hoping that with less items, they'll play with it more. The stroller, they don't care about. I have 3 of these, which I thought were really cool. They're boxes, and then they've got like all the little toys and play mats in them. I am going to put a rubber band around them. My husband has actually asked me to keep these also. My granddaughter was more than happy to get rid of them, so I'm not sure what's going on. I might keep one of the 3. We've got princesses. I have the Tinkerbells, and they're all there. All the figures that go with them are there. I know a lot of times you can find these kind of books in discount stores when people have like taken the figures out. And then there's Frozen. So my husband did ask me to keep those. Again, for my grandkids who are 4 and 8. When they get older, they might want for their kids. I hope I'm not panning around too quickly. Then what do we have? Under there we have an airplane. That's going goodbye. Everything with my grandson, whether it's airplane, cars, trucks, they can all act as planes. And Here is a shopping cart. See, we used to use the doll thing as a shopping cart, but I got a Jeep, so instead of pushing around in a stroller, they like the doll Jeep now. So I've got a couple little skirts that no longer fit her. Trust me, she's got enough play clothes. She had no interest in these. I might keep them for myself. Boy, this is a terrible get rid of video. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep that. I thought they were beautiful. They're brand new. She never even used them. Had no interest in them. When I bought them. So who knows? I might keep that for Halloween. And these are little Dollar Tree hairs that I purchased that they used at the very beginning but have had no interest in, and she said they're fine to get rid of. She has no interest in them either. They're little headbands that had like colored hair. So I actually thought when I was pulling all this stuff out, it seemed like a lot more, but I will be getting rid of all of that except the few things that my husband has asked me to keep for them for when they grow up and get married and have kids. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, that's so many years away. And trying to be a minimalist, I have no interest in that, especially if now they're willing to give it away. I'm just showing the bag with, there's like extra rings and balls and bracelets and stuff. So let's take a gander out at what we have left. Here's my kitties. This is my great kitty, Mosby. Hey, Mosby. Let's see if Ghosty's still sitting here. And there's Ghost Girl. Hey, sweetie. You gonna look at the camera? No, you look away as soon as I come in. So, like I said, I still have a lot left, but can you imagine all those big toys and stuff added. Our basement is one big room, and I've taken all the toys that lined up around here away, and that was in the middle. I only have this big tent that they use all the time. I brought down my scrapbooking stuff and stickers and papers, and I had originally put them in the top two drawers there that were empty, but she never got into them, even though I told her they were there. So now I leave them out for her to get to. And happily, there's no more stuff lining up there on this side, but as you can see, there is still way too many toys. We've got the cleaning set and the vacuums and the mops and brooms and the tricycles. We've got plenty of dress-up clothes for him, for her. Plenty of extra shoes. These are like hats and balls and trays and boots and stuff for the dress-up clothes. A couple more skirts and stuff. She was ready to pass that on. Of course, she's had it since she was like 2. And I mean, she's so tall now, her legs don't even remotely go under there. But my grandson likes to sit on the bench and, push his toys and trucks and cars around. So we're keeping it for a little while longer. She just recently took that face sticker and put it on the mirror. I thought that was really cute. We've got a mirror for him. The toy kitchen that she moves to the side and then you order through the window. She uses like a restaurant carry-out order-through thing. Washer, dryer set. More Barbies. More toys here. These pirate ships are kind of on the line because he hasn't played with those for quite a while. See, we have 2 more tree sets. He has no interest in this one, but it is the one with the animals with the ABC. So we're trying to get him interested. He's in preschool, and once he identifies his ABCs, we can pass that on. And there's some stuff. We have blocks back there. I can't get him interested in blocks, but we're keeping them for now. And so that's it, guys. So like you see, I still have more toys to look at and go through, but right now they're pretty much all being played with. So thanks for watching. Bye.